Hello, I'm Nancy Perlman, here on Mount Kilimanjaro, the tallest mountain in Africa. On this edition of Eco News, we hike to Uhuru Peak. Helping us are guides and porters from Simba Safaris, based here in Tanzania. Our eco tour has been arranged by Cultural Vacations and Safaris, based in Orlando, Florida. This trek is a once-in-a-lifetime adventure.
Barigani, mzuri sana, wageni, wakaribishwa, Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata. Jambo bwana, habari gani, nzuri sana, wageni, wakaribishwa, Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata.
Enda pole pole,
Hakuna matata.
wageni ni wazuri,
Hakuna matata.
Simba ni nzuri,
Hakuna matata.
Tanzania nchi yetu,
Hakuna matata.
mlima ni mzuri,
Hakuna matata.
jambo.
My name is Silvanus Stewart, the guide for Kilimanjaro for Simba Safari and Cultural Vocations. I'm here to support you guys to be at the top of Africa. Today we are going to start hiking. Here is the main gate of Marango National Park, elevation of 1,800 meters. But we'll be hiking on Montana Forest. From this point, we are going to end today, just our day one, to the Mandara Hut, which we are supposed to hike like 3 hours, which we are going to end the elevation of 2,700. But tomorrow we'll be hiking Moreland Zone. So we'll be hiking from Mandara Hut, elevation of 2,700 meters. That's from Mandara to Horombo, which is elevation of 3,720 meters. Day 3, we stay at Horombo, but we are going to make little acclimatizing, going to Zebra, and we'll be back again to the Horombo Hut, elevation of 3,720. Day 4 will be hiking from Horombo to Kibo, about 5 hours, which we are going to end at the elevation of 4,720 meters, and we are going to walk on the zone which we call the Alpine Zone. At the midnight, we'll be walking this midnight or beginning of day 5. We'll be walking from Kibo Hut, hiking the steepness to touch the first peak, which we call Gilman Point, which we expect to hike about 5 hours. Kibo, passing Gilman Point, and you manage to conquer Uhuru Peak, which is more than you have to hike about 1 hour and a half. It means you'll be reaching to the elevation of 5,895 meters. This ice cap, you are going to have, you are a strong person, you're made to be at the top of Africa, and you are going to receive gold certificate. So gold certificate will be provided only once a person be managed to reach at the Uhuru Peak or Stella Point.
Here at the headquarters where we're beginning our climb, I can see that we are at 6,400 feet. But in a few days, we're going to be at the top of Africa at 19,620 feet. We also have different kinds of ecosystems, from forest to moorland, alpine desert, and of course, the ice caps. You say we can begin here?
We can begin here, this direction here, and then the porters are going to begin on the other side. Behind me here is the point where our porter tend to make registration.
They are working so hard.
Yeah.
They're carrying packs on both sides just so I can relax and have fun.
And it's not heavy, very light for me. It's like 2 kilograms, so
It's really
I'm ready
heavy.
to hike with it. Not heavy.
It's probably
He's a
about
liar.
25
He's a
pounds.
liar. No.
You got to the top.
We did get to the top, yes, both of us. It was a good experience.
Did you make it to the top?
Yes.
So which country won?
Everyone.
Everyone! There are so many beautiful plants here in this rainforest. What is this beautiful purple flower?
A Passion Kilimanjaro species is endemic in Kilimanjaro. It's found and can grow only in Montana forest.
Only here. We had to come all the way to Tanzania to see this special flower. What about some of these other plants?
These are the parasite crickets who survive only in other trees. So when it become a lot of other trees, then the prominent tree, the mother tree, tend to die.
And I was crazy enough to have this man summit this with me. And right around before sunrise, he gets down on bended knee and asks me to marry him.
Yep.
By the time you get to the very top, that is Uhuru Peak, you've gone through a lot of challenges and different types of terrain. And for those who are not familiar with the altitude, they tend to suffer quite a bit, but it's worth the experience.
To the summit, it was awesome, but probably the toughest thing I've ever done in my life. But I'm so proud, and I'm loving the mountain.
They've treated us like VIPs, and the people at Climb Kili have been really good, very knowledgeable. They, when we were walking up the mountain, it was so difficult, it was so hard, I wanted to quit so many times, and they would start singing songs, and they would have our name, and they'd call out our name and sing the song and encourage us to keep on going, and we finally made it to the top, and it was really an awesome experience.
We have hiked through this beautiful forest and now it's time for some lunch. And I thought it might just be a little snack, but there's a full lunch box. Guava juice. We have fresh banana. We have some fresh nuts. Even a samosa.
Samosa.
Potatoes. What is this, cake?
Cake.
And what is in here?
Buns.
It's a bun?
Yeah, it's like a...
And an egg?
Yeah.
So much food. When they asked us what kind of lunch to prepare, they made sure that every kind of meal taste was taken care of. You could order vegetarian or meat and a variety of all of it. The signs here tell us where we're going to be sleeping this evening. I really don't think they're necessary because our guides and assistant guides are making sure we don't get lost. Plus, there's only one trail. This is the halfway point for the first day. It's so beautiful to walk on the trail.
This one are the parasites. You can't differentiate between leaves and its fruits. It depends its food from the other trees like this one, but when it grow much and much, then the tree tend to die. As you go now, it looks like near to green, but as you go up near to Mandara Hut or after Mandara Hut, as we go up, then this parasite changes color and become like white one. So that flower that is called the Lobelia decanii. It's endemic flower for both zones. That's Montana Forest and Moreland Zone, which we are going to hike tomorrow. For Montana Forest, it's go more higher and become more longer like this. It doesn't produce fruits. But tomorrow, when we go up, we can see it will be more shorter and it will produce fruits like pineapple, but not real pineapple. The characteristics of this flower, once it makes a fruit like pineapple, it tends to open during the day and during the night close. Because we are so close to Moreland Zone, and that one is called Candos kinesis. Here in Montana Forest is more taller. As we go up in Moreland Zone, it becomes more shorter.
We've been hiking for a few hours from the main gate through a very dense forest. And all of a sudden, this opening with these very attractive huts, and I even see solar panels. It's going to be a nice night. Here at our wonderful hut, we have beds, even lights because of the solar panels. And our porters have provided hot water, almost too hot to wash. Even here on Kilimanjaro, we have high tea. Kilimanjaro tea bags are waiting for us. Hey, what are we having for dinner? Fish, soup, potatoes, everything's fresh. I feel so great after my first night sleeping on Kilimanjaro. The huts are wonderful, mattresses, pillows, comfortable, hot water in the morning. We're here in the hut. We've just packed, getting my sunscreen on. They've even provided green bags to protect for any weather conditions. The porters are waiting outside to carry all our things to the next hut. This is luxurious hiking. The camp is just bustling. Everybody's getting ready for this day's hike. Everybody is doing something. There are even monkeys here.
It's look different here now. It's begin the moorland zone. You see, it look different between that's the Montana forest and this part is moorland zone. So when you look at it, it means it look like somebody make the boundary of this, but really no one has been make these trees. These are there naturally, and the tall trees in Montana forest that's a heritage. They're natural. Those trees, the trees that's available in moorland zones are called Erica borea trees, are so dominant and so endemic in Kilimanjaro, so that you're going to walk in this part. And as we go up, this tree become more shorter and shorter, and until we'll be walking in alpine desert.
Why is it all of a sudden such a sharp change? Is there an elevation difference?
It's just because of the elevation and because of the rocks as you go up. As you know, this mountains are volcanic zones. So other parts of the mountain, there is a lot of rocks where the plants cannot survive so quickly. And as you go up to the high elevation, then the tree change due to the humidity and become more shorter and shorter. Montana forest, which look more green, but now change the color and become more white. It's just because of the elevation as you go up. These parasites tend to grow a lot, and when it become more a lot in the trees, then the trees tend to die. Another thing, features which you're going to enjoy in Montana forest as we go up now, and somewhere we can be above the clouds. And also we have another flower which is endemic one in Kilimanjaro, which are Protea Kilimanjaro. This day too, just we've done hiking like half an hour from the camp of Mandara. We are going to Horombo. Here is the moorland zones. The trees just available here are Erica borea trees.
I'm standing in front of the Mayundi crater, one of two craters here on Kilimanjaro. This is the smaller one in the moorland region.
Okay, here is a part of moorland zones. We are still hiking on moorland zones. And these parts are being destroyed like 8 months ago. There is a occurrence of a fire here. Somebody threw a piece of cigarette and caused the fire to arise here. It was very good luck for us because after 3 days from the occurrence of the fire, it was raining here and helped to stop that fire to happen. But now is the end of short wet season. You can see the grass now are starting to grow up and bring another feature of green as we usually tend to see in this part of moorland zone. This is another flower that's found in moorland zone. It's called Lobella decani.
I get my first glimpse of our destination, the top of Africa, Uhuru Peak, and we see our first glaciers, the snows of Kilimanjaro.
We have a very good time. We're going down again and take a beer and relax.
Good luck for everyone.
I'm in Kilimanjaro and I've done it! Yay!
And behind of me you can see one of tree which is very scarce to survive on this part. We call it anoth. And you can see it look black. It's just because there is fire 18 months ago. Like this one here are still it's called Erica borea trees. That's found in moorland zones. At the beginning point of moorland zone, this was looking so tallest and very green, but as you go up, it changed the situation now and become more shorter because of high humidity. As you go up, the vegetation tend to change. This plant is normal plant, thus is not endemic in Kilimanjaro. It's poisonous and also is a local medicine for Kilimanjaro. You can boil this and you can drink that water. Is a treatment of stomach. When the stomach is crumbling, then you can use this leaf here, you can use it. This small flower here, we call everlasting flower. It's everlasting flower because it grows all region. Montana region, moorland region, and alpine desert.
Seniors can do it. but they have a hard time, let me tell you. And they got people helping them. And the crew we had, of course, was outstanding.
Now, the best piece of advice that I got was, don't stop at Gillian's Point, because that's where most people turn back. It gets easier after that.
And we had a great time with a great guide. And these are my two lovely daughters, Jenna and Iman.
Hi.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
This protect Kilimanjaro, it has 4 stages. The first stage, it forms with small fruits, which is green like that one you see it. And later, the second one, it forms with white flower like that one you see it. And last stage, it closes again and become dry and look this like as if somebody has burned it. This flower survives only in Montana zone. This flower cannot be grown in Moshtown just because of altitude. It survives in a cold place like this place here.
I love the expanse of this moorland. I feel so free and so open, and the views are everywhere.
Behind to me you can see hill, we call it cultural tourism or cultural hill, because traditionally our elders tend to come on that part. At the middle of it there is a hole like a plate which we tend to make a lot of sacrifice. The sacrifice which we tend to do there, sacrifice of goat, sacrifice of cow, and we put some other alcohol like mbege for our tribe Chaga language to make those sacrifices good and acceptable to the elders.
Hakuna matata. Kilimanjaro, Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro, mlima mrefu sana. Kilimanjaro, Kilimanjaro, Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro, mlima mrefu sana. Na mawenzi, na mawenzi, na mawenzi. Na mawenzi, mlima mrefu sana.
Here at Harumba Huts, we're going to take an extra day to relax and acclimatize, sightsee in some of the surrounding area, and just continuously enjoy this fantastic view.
Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa wapi? Kilimanjaro.
We are here at Harumba Huts. This is day 3 for us. We are staying here, just relaxing, and later we are going to acclimatize a little bit. This part here is helicopter station, but we don't expect somebody to be sick, but this for precaution. In case of somebody who has been suffering from mountain sickness so seriously, we have to call the helicopter to pick him or her from this point, go back to Mosh Hospital, KSMC Hospital, where there is a professional doctors for treatment of mountain sickness. So we are still here hiking on moorland zones. Behind of me you can see the endemic flower of Kilimanjaro that survives in moorland zone is called Giant's National Kilimanjaro. This flower is endemic one, and it's characterized by when it tends to grow where there is a source of stream of water. This flower survives only on this zone, moorland zones. Montana forest cannot survive. In Mosh down there, like elevation of 800 meters, cannot survive. So that's why you see it's arranged like a stream, like a garden somebody planted, but that's not really. That's there by nature.
Even though we don't have to carry a full backpack, it is still important to be in shape to hike Kilimanjaro. Go out, walk, jog, run, be able to do a few miles a day, and do some elevation, because we are hiking a few thousand feet, but it's worth it. Look at these zebra rocks. After a delightful hike, we stop here for a picnic lunch. So much delicious food, fruits, sandwiches, peanuts, and fresh juice. But I'm just in awe of this 360-degree view of Kilimanjaro. Wow!
Here we are here in Mount Kilimanjaro. This mountain is volcanic one, but now is no longer active. Behind of me is zebra rock. Most of the rocks here that's found in this mountain are volcanic one.
Okay, thank you, Mama,
Oh,
for yesterday.
thank you.
I'm very happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Santa sana.
Oh,
Santa sana,
Augustino
Mama. Santa sana.
hiked down 4 hours to a place where he could charge our battery and 7 hours back up all in one day just to help us. Amazing. Thank you, thank you.
Asante sana, asante sana.
We are walking with a light load, a day pack, just what we need. And these porters are carrying over 50 pounds.
Now we are so close to the top of Africa. You can see the huge glacier, Redman Glacier. That glacier in previous years is so huge, it come half to the peak. But right now, it's just shrinkage due to the climate change.
13,500 feet. We have it all here. We have now entered our second to last ecosystem, the Alpine Desert. It's open, the vegetation is sparse, it's still here. And we see our final ecosystem, the ice caps, tomorrow morning. Here at Kibo Hut, we prepare for our final ascent to the top of Africa. 15,520 feet here. We'll be climbing over 4,000 feet in 6 hours, and then another 2 hours to get to the top part of Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest peak. Another 2.5 hours down. So I'm going to get some rest, eat dinner, get some more rest, 11 p.m., breakfast, midnight, we go up that scree chute in the dark. At midnight, we left. We had finally arrived at 6 a.m. to see the sunrise at this World Heritage Site on Mount Kilimanjaro, Gilman's Point. We still have another hour and a half climb. That grueling scree takes quite a lot of effort. 6 hours non-stop. They don't let you rest. You've got to get to the top of this mountain, but it is definitely worth it. I have made it to the top of Africa. It was so great to get to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Now we're heading down. I have just returned from the top of Africa, Mount Kilimanjaro. We started at over 15,000 feet, got close to 20,000 feet, and we hiked non-stop for 11 hours. We went up the scree field in the dark after midnight. We came down real fast, but it was non-stop. We saw the glaciers. I am so exhilarated from having done this.
Wanizunguka, 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 wataka kunila nyama, kunila nyama, kunila nyama, kunila nyama, kunila nyama, muna wanizunguka, wanizunguka, wataka kunila nyama.
This is our final day of an incredible journey. We've had so much fun. Our last glimpse of the snows of Kilimanjaro, and now 12 miles to the base of Kilimanjaro National Park, and then to Moshi. My whole life, I've wanted to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Even at 65, I finally did it. Hiking to Uhuru Peak on Mount Kilimanjaro here in Tanzania has been so exhilarating. Our eco-trek has been comfortable because of the experienced guides and porters with Simba Safaris. I look forward to booking my next eco-trek and adventure with cultural vacations and safaris based in Orlando, Florida. On behalf of Educational Communications and Eco News, I'm Nancy Perlman wishing you a natural, unspoiled environment.
Jambo, woo! Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni, mwakaribishwa. Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata.
6 days. I have climbed Kilimanjaro. I am now back at the Morongo Route Gate. It's telling me congratulations and welcome. It feels good. A lot of miles, a lot of feet, a lot of hard work, but it's worth it. My dream come true.